Okay, so back to your jazz band part here. So they are giving you a $200 profit. So you make a $200 profit. So this is going to be 200 because the profit is P. Negative x to the second plus 48x minus 300. Okay? We're going to subtract 200 to both sides. That way we can get in the form of ax to the second plus bx, which is going to be my 48x, minus, or plus c, which in this case is going to be minus 500. Alright, and this equals 0. Okay, now I'm going to try to put that into this formula. So you're going to get negative 48 plus or minus the square root of 48 squared minus 4 times a negative 1 times a negative 500 over 2a, which is going to be 2 times a negative 1. When I go to simplify that, I'm going to get negative 48 plus or minus the square root. 48 squared is going to be 2,304. Multiply this together, negative 4 times negative 1 is going to give me 4 times the negative 500 is going to give me negative 2,000 all over negative 2. Okay, when I do that, I'm going to get negative 48 plus or minus the square root of 304 over negative 2. Square root that, you're going to get negative 48 plus or minus the square root of 17. .44 over negative 2. Then you're going to simplify this. When you add it, you're going to end up, and then divide by negative 2, you're going to end up with 15.28. When you subtract it, you're going to get 32.72. The least amount you want for each CD is 1528. The next bottom part there would be doing the same thing, only with $100. So if you want to see how you're doing, go ahead and try that one and see what happens. Okay? Good. Now we have the discriminant, which is of a quadratic equation in the form of ax to the second plus bx plus c is the value of the expression b to the second minus 4ac. So what's in red there is where the discriminant comes from. Okay? These are probably a little tough to tell, but if your b to the second minus 4ac is greater than 0, so if that number is greater than 0, you're going to have two solutions. If that number is equal to 0, then you're going to have 1, and if b to the second minus 4ac is less than 0, you have no solution. Okay, so right here we would take b to the second minus 4ac. Well, b is negative 3. Square that. Minus 4 times a, which is 2, times 7. So we're going to get 8, negative 8 times which is going to give me a negative 56. Over here, we're going to get 9. 9 minus 56 is going to get us 47 negative. That is less than 0. So that is no solution. Okay, over here, I'm going to have to subtract the 6x and subtract the 5x. Then I'm going to get x to the second minus 6x minus 5 equals 0. Okay, now b is going to be negative 6 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times negative 5. We're going to get 36, and we are going to get negative 4 times negative 5 is going to get plus 20. So we're going to get 56. 56 is greater than 0, so we're going to get 2 solutions. Okay, that's all you do on those. Now, you hit a golf ball into the air from a height of 1 inch above the ground with initial velocity of 85 feet per second. Function is negative 16t to the second plus 85 plus 112. Model this in feet of the ball at the time. T in seconds, will the ball reach 115 feet? Well, the height has got to get 115 feet, so we're going to sub that in for h. Equals negative 16t to the second plus 85t plus 1 over 12. Okay, we'd have to subtract 115. Subtract 115. You are going to get negative 16t to the second plus 85t minus 114 and 11 over 12. Then you're going to put it into this formula and you're going to get 85 squared plus or minus 4, because we're going to be working with the discriminant again. 4 times negative 16 times negative 1 for that. So we got to multiply that. We have to do 85 squared. We get 7,225 minus 'Cause this is going to be roughly about this. So we're going to take that times negative 16 times negative 4. And we get 7,354.6. Alright, you subtract that and you're going to get a negative 129. That will not work because it won't even land on there. Therefore, it does not work. There's your homework.